All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for HunterxHunter, episode 132. Okay.
Aftermath of that.
Yeah, that episode happened.
Mm-hmm. It did indeed.
Last time.
Yeah.
And yeah. The aftermath.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things going on still at the palace.
Right.
I'm kind of hoping that we don't really go like immediately back to the whole gone Killua kind of thing and let that kind of settle in our minds for a bit. There's a lot that really could go down with Pouf trying to manipulate everything.
There really can, yeah.
And now that Neferpito is basically dead. Yeah, super dead.
Yeah. She might actually die this time.
Yeah, there's no one really, except for, I would say, the king, that's really a threat to his plan. His own plan really... the only thing I think he really needs to worry about is the king just picking up on what's going on.
Right. And the fact that Youpi's still around could help facilitate that, but yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, really, all he needs to do is orchestrate Youpi's death. If you think about it. And then he can guide the king away from any places that would cause him to remember Kamugi.
Yeah, sounds about right. All right, guys. Well, this is going to be crazy, so without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys, we're going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Everything has been moved, right?
Yep.
Pouf.
Cleaned up.
Yep.
And Youpi's never been up here, so... yeah.
Chicandes. Yep.
Wouldn't that suck for Pouf if, like, Palm had taken her back to the, like, that spot? She would have no reason to do it, but...
Right.
It's like, all of a sudden, Kamugi's right there, and he's just like...
and just... everything just flashes back into his memory.
I was more talking about Pouf, because Pouf would be so just freaking out, because the plan was perfect! Why is this...
randomness of human behavior. You just try again. Now you know the kata. You just go away.
Okay, so now let's check. Yeah, it went all the way up. Wow.
Yep. Wow. Tenshina naga nili su sukatagele. You can try on the you can know that interesting. Okay, good. Wow. Dang.
Oh. That's...
Wow, right.
That's surprising. Okay, Youpi's...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All of the memories you need.
Yeah.
Bit of a Freudian slip.
Yeah. Wow.
Ah.
Oh.
Pito was here at some point.
But Pito was doing something.
Uh-huh. Yep, yep.
Whoa. Jeez. Yep. Yep.
So keep that in mind.
Yep. Right.
Well,
right.
Easy job there.
What? Oh,
yeah.
Dang. Ordered her. Yeah.
To do something.
Yeah. Oh. Here we go. He doesn't know what, though. Okay. Yep, yep.
Oh, they do indeed.
Yeah. Oh!
He's like, do I need you?
Oh. Oh, he can sense it.
Wow, that eye color change.
Oh my god. Oh,
Is that his
god.
N?
I don't know. I think so. Yeah. Yeah. It's his aura. It's his Nen. Oh. No. No chance. Is he ever gonna relent it?
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Ha!
And even then... Tactical retreat.
Yep. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yep. And they were ready to handle Royal Guard.
Yep. Yeah. And I'm not staying within 50 meters of that.
Yeah. No way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that too.
All right.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Oh. Oh. Meleoron is gonna leave him.
That's unfortunate.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Now here's his end. Wow.
Quick, jump on my back and...
Oh my god.
Knocked out, though, not killed.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he wants information from them.
Good point, yeah.
Of course he could kill them.
Right.
Any moment.
Uh-huh.
He's like, the king's gone. Oh my god.
You're not just rounding up all of them?
Well, I think he's starting with these. Yeah. He's like, think. Oh my god, the music, this is so good.
You can't.
Pouf, you're starting to... Oh.
A game.
Oh! Now, he said contest so that it would be difficult to connect it.
But still. Very clever.
Yeah. Wow. Pouf is just like, oh my god,
yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. 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 Oh, this is too good. It's like, I already know. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, I was very
dang.
surprised that Youpi was going along with it.
Yeah. They are, in a very weird way. They are.
Yep.
He's like, oh my god, they loved me. Oh.
Yeah.
Assuming.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, this is so good. Okay, alright, alright.
How much you want to bet, though, that while he's spreading his scales, he'll actually be looking?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, dang. I wonder if he's meanwhile gonna start talking to them. That's the game that they've already lost on.
Right. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, Youpi has to be doing something while you're doing the scales.
See, I think this is more also about just controlling all the variables himself, not wanting Pito or Youpi in the way. He's basically saying, okay, they neutralize each other.
Sure.
But he's like, as long as I take forever to... Okay.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Oh.
Dang.
Holy crap.
He's small again, though. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he is spreading scales. Okay. Ooh.
Right.
Okay. It's clever. Her hair is wrapping.
Yeah.
Komugi. Oh, that's an idea.
Yeah.
But if you're not noticed, it's the same as being, safe, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Cool. All right, decision has been made.
The odds just got a lot better for the king because while his end might not necessarily reach them,
they are together.
They're together. Yep. So.
Yep. Oh, this is so intense.
Yeah, just a bit.
And it also could be wanting to turn them into ants as well.
Oh, sure.
Like, oh, that's a thought. Oh.
Wait.
Okay. So they're going to do a thing where it's like, okay, you're here, but if you want to see the girl alive, you better not kill us.
That's a... that is a dangerous game to be playing.
Okay. And nothing about her should react to the king's N. Wait.
Wow.
Wait. Oh, and he's sitting. Is he sitting like... No, he's not sitting. Okay, he's standing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you like games, Meruem. Yep. Oh, that was such a tense episode.
Wow.
Oh. Like...
All right.
The fact that Pouf is like frantically thinking of really good plans to keep this rolling in his direction,
Absolutely.
Oh. Oh, man.
I'm really surprised, though, that Youpi's going along with it.
I think, if anything, seeing the king dead snapped him back to what his true purpose is. And now he's just thinking, like, you're the king, I'm your servant, nothing else matters.
Well, but he's going against the king, here's the thing.
But he's not.
He's going for the king that he believes in.
Exactly.
But he didn't have as much of the vision of that as Pouf did.
But the thing is, he also didn't notice as much of the king's change, except what he knows about from, the king, talking to him and stuff.
Okay.
Oh, all right. This is good. This is good.
Yes.
So let's talk about you're talking about Youpi.
Yeah. Because Youpi seems like when he was asked about the whole thing of when the three of them were all asked about like, okay, what do you want for me, or something like that. And Pouf gave his answer.
Yeah.
Neferpito gave her answer. And then Youpi basically said, those questions are
it's above my pay grade.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And it was a great answer. In a lot of ways, it was kind of my favorite answer, right? Because he's like,
Right.
that's not something I can answer. That's only something you can answer, right?
Yeah.
But here he's going with Pouf
Yeah.
against the king's wishes when he didn't really, because he didn't seem to see the effect of Komugi, it seems strange that he would see it as being a negative thing that must be stopped.
I doubt that that's what his answer was meant to be. It's not his place to say anything. He can have his own opinions. But him guiding the king?
Exactly,
no,
right.
That's not his. That's not his point.
But that's what he's doing here.
That is the
very
thing,
much
though.
what he's doing,
that is the thing. That is the thing. He was. We'd have to go back and look at the exact questions he was actually asking there, because what's being done here is this is how you can look at it. Is that Pouf sees Komugi as a threat to the king?
Yes.
Now, if Pouf convinced Youpi that Komugi was a threat to the king, and all Youpi has to do is basically just be like, either that is above my pay grade again,
right?
So I'm gonna just trust you,
right?
Or he goes, "You're right. I've seen some essence of that." Or this is even another crazier thing. You look at the fact that he in some ways lost to Netero, but was only brought back because of them,
Oh, the king? Yeah.
Maybe he was convinced that, this wouldn't have happened if...
Possibly, but it seems like one of those things where that's a conversation that I would have loved to see, because the way they set up all the three of the Chimera and Royal Guard as being so different, the conflict between them is something that I was very much anticipating, especially with, like, Pouf and Neferpito. Now, it makes sense why Neferpito and Pouf didn't end up having the climax of that conflict because, well, previous engagement. But with the case of Pouf and Youpi, I'm not sure I follow. Like I get that they couldn't talk about it because the king was there, but that doesn't seem like, it seems like Youpi's initial nature would be just whatever the king says, yes, I'll do it, right? I'll never go against his wishes.
Right.
So the fact that he's doing this without essentially any convincing from Pouf, other than that Pouf obviously thinks it's a good idea because he's doing it, seems a bit like, I don't know.
We've never seen, though, any kind of hierarchy within the Royal Guard.
Yeah, we have no precedent for something like this, so the writer can kind of do whatever he wants.
And also, Pouf is the smartest one of all of them, and Youpi knows that.
That's true.
So I think he would have to do is go, okay, Pouf, I understand why we're doing this. Right. And in some ways, like, this is what I think you're right on, is that there was a conversation that we should have seen, was kind of the Pouf just being like, look at this, like, look at what happened, like, look at how the king could have been protected better, like, look at how things could have been done so much better if you were allowed to be, by his side, or if all these things were to happen. Trust me, she is nothing but a threat to him and his own safety, and he doesn't know it. I think the main argument that should have been made, or at least shown on screen, is that the king is a danger to himself.
Right, it's for his own good.
It's for his own good.
Yeah.
And I think that as a royal guard, that's just an extension of their nature to protect him.
And I have no doubt that Pouf would have been able to convince Youpi, but the fact that
we didn't see that.
It's like, oh man, that's rough, because that would have been
a cool conversation.
That would have been a really cool conversation, both with what Youpi would say and with what Pouf would say, because the way Pouf talks is always through kind of a lens, because he has some objective that he's wanting to attain. So whenever he's in his internal thought processes generally just become kind of one-dimensional, because I hate Komugi, right? She's ruining everything. I need to keep the king from seeing her, right? And then whenever he's talking to the king, he's trying to make sure that I'm sort of guiding him the right way. And when he's talking to anyone really, he's always trying to manipulate them. But in the case of Youpi, in that conversation, I feel like while he would have a specific objective in mind and he'd be trying to get that out of Youpi, his best way of doing that would be by talking with no filter.
Just being honest.
Yeah.
So we now have a situation where Pouf is winning.
Yeah. Would you like to play a game?
Yeah, we can't say the word game.
No,
because now we found out that the king's memory is triggered by words. And the thing is, the contest one is still working its way, gnawing at his subconscious. And I love it. I love it. The memory loss plot mechanic is super contrived, but it's so fun in this instance here.
Well, actually, I would say that potentially, no. Well, okay. With how it's selective, yes. But I could totally see something happening where because Meleoron was basically completely destroyed and then regrown.
Right, but he was alive. He wasn't killed.
Yes, but his brain was not necessarily.
Oh, yes. I'm totally with that. I'm just saying that the plot didn't need to have him lose his memory.
No, it didn't.
They decided to do it for the added tension of this part here.
But also, if they wanted to have a little element of explanation for it, it's simply that the neuron pathways are basically needing to go from scratch again, right? Because it's a completely regrown brain.
Sure. Sure. There's ways they could do that. And I think it's something that I'm just aware of, that if you took out the memory loss thing,
then a lot of the conflict here
just goes away.
Yeah, because
that's why I'm saying it's contrived, but it's ultimately really entertaining.
Right, yeah. They do a good job of it, because that's one of the issues whenever you have a character that is this ridiculously overpowered and just able to shape the plot into pretty much whatever they want. Whether good or bad, right? For our main characters or against them, the story doesn't last very long after that. And the whole point of storytelling is that it's about struggle and conflict and what's going to happen kind of a thing. If you kind of know what's going to happen. And
I love that once he decided to act, there was nothing that could stop him. Nothing at all.
That was awesome.
That was so terrifying.
Yeah.
Just the fact that we were thinking wait, is this Nen? Is this Aura? Is this N? Yep. I don't know. What is it? He's just releasing it. And then they're like, oh, then he uses N. And it was like a light flashed through everything. Everything. There are no shadows. It just poof.
And one of the things that I was kind of wondering during the episode is okay, you're moving Knuckle and Meleoron, but shouldn't your first thing to do be okay, get on my back. All right, cool. Then we'll run for a solid minute or however long you can hold your breath. And we'll just do that the whole way out, because they were among the humans, but they were moving, right? So they would kind of stick out like a sore thumb.
It's kind of funny how I think the reason why that works, and I don't see that as being kind of a plot hole, is with Meleoron, he wasn't 100% convinced about leaving.
Exactly, yeah.
And I like that they were showcasing he was slightly separating his distance from them. And of course, the idea of someone effectively teleporting from, half a mile away or something.
Oh yeah, good point.
Or more.
If they had a minute to run away, it probably wouldn't have mattered. The only thing that it probably would have done, no.
This wouldn't have been detected by the N.
Well, right. That's actually why it matters a ton.
No, I know.
That slight thing.
I know. I'm saying that they weren't thinking they were under any threat, so they needed to use the ability.
No, I know.
Right.
Yeah. But that slight change that would have caused to happen in the story is that the king would have gone to someone else, because he wouldn't have detected them, right? He would have gone towards Ikalgo or Palm and Komugi. And given that there were two people at the other location, like Palm and, Komugi, even though he doesn't know it's Komugi, he probably would go there just because numbers. Why not do that first,
Well, yeah, I think he would go towards Palm over Ikalgo, because Ikalgo is clearly a chimera ant. But the thing is, he didn't identify Palm as a chimera ant.
That's a good point, yeah.
He identified her as a woman.
Well, and Ikalgo he could pick out of a crowd probably easily any time, right?
Well, also, I'm just meaning that he's looking to interrogate people, right? So I would go after the one that's the least chimera ant-like.
Oh, right, yeah, good point.
So they probably have the most information, which is funny, because Palm doesn't have the most information about the whole attack and everything. She has information by her ability.
Yeah.
So, if anything, that's the part that would be crazy, is that she would know things like, oh, Pouf has been doing some crazy things. Also, oh, who's that? Gone? Someone that was encountering Neferpito?
Well, sure.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And then, of course, just the fact that she had Kamugi.
She had Kamugi as well.
Like, that. So, it's one of those things where it's times like this where the narrator kind of helps a bit, because him explaining the whole thing of, like, started to distance himself because he wasn't sure if he really wanted to run away, even though it was stupid, but it's revenge, right?
Yeah.
It blinds so that it sort of sets up that little thing. So it's like, that's why, that's why they didn't just disappear, vanish, and and now this whole story can happen.
Right. Yeah.
But
it is crazy to think about that we're dealing with a mini god of Nen, basically, and there's nothing really you can do but let its will become reality.
Right.
Pouf is writing a dangerous line here, and I love that Meruem knows that they're hiding something, and I love the turn of the phrase that the loyalty that they have for him is stronger than the feeling of guilt. So he assumes, in some ways correctly, that they're doing this for his own good.
Right.
And I love that, because it doesn't take into account perception. It doesn't take into account the subjectivity of someone's own thoughts.
Right. Although the real question, though, that I would raise in my mind if I was in Meruem's situation, because I like that they had him understand that and be sort of okay with that, right?
Yeah.
Because it totally makes sense. Like he's a smart dude. However, if I was in that situation and I was in a situation like Meruem specifically, where I'm at the pinnacle of everything, right?
Yeah.
Then I would ask, okay, but just help me understand here. You're doing this for my own good. How could there possibly be something so dangerous to me when literally nothing can stop me?
I mean, he doesn't have any awareness. That's the thing about the king, is he's so young, is that he doesn't actually know anything about the world. Like, he knows, he knows a lot. Sure. And he knows a lot about the species of humans.
Yeah, but if the extermination squad, can't hurt him, then
oh yeah.
Because that's basically just what my immediate question would be, because the idea that just a little information could hurt someone as powerful
I have a thing for that.
Yeah,
is that he's doing this for entertainment. Pouf basically comes in and goes, King, Your Majesty, what if you do this for entertainment? You slow it down. He had just said to them previously, and he released his aura, and he's like, do you think there's anything out there that can stop me?
Yeah.
What's funny is that he's not only saying the enemy, but he's saying you guys.
Right, exactly.
Which, in some ways, he's basically putting this contest up as a way to find entertainment, because he knows he's going to win.
Right.
No matter what.
And that I do like that double entendre of basically saying, there's no way you guys can stop me. Not just as a thing of, beat me in a fight.
Right.
No. You can't stop me. You can't make me do anything that I don't want to do.
You can't withhold my will.
Yeah, exactly. My will is absolute, and I realize what you're doing, and I'm allowing you to do it because
I'm going to win anyway.
And it's fun.
It's fun, yeah. Right? And I think that would be really fun if you were a god king like Meruem, where you're just like, oh, okay, my subordinates are keeping some secrets from me. Okay. But they're being loyal. Okay, so I'm not going to kill them.
Yeah.
What should I do instead? I'm gonna ruffle their jimmies a little bit. I'm gonna get them a little bit scared, remind them who's in charge. I'm gonna release all my Nen and just remind them, who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? And then they're just like, oh my god, oh yes, like, we're not worthy.
Right.
We're not worthy. And you even see like the blushing on like Pouf's face at one point, where he's just like,
well, and I think that was specifically when he said, because
because your loyalty
is greater than your guilt, or whatever.
And he's just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And even Youpi like starts to wet his eyes with tears and stuff.
Yeah.
I really doubt that Meruem is doing this as I'll give them a fair chance to win, but like, I could lose. No. I think he's basically being
he's
like,
he's so sure that
I'm
he's
gonna
going to
win.
win. Yeah.
And if anything, it's kind of weird, but Merowim's now changed almost too far into the power hungry king, because he's potentially toying with his food already.
Oh,
and he's
sure.
like, oh yeah, I'm gonna eat you guys.
Right.
But
Yep.
Let's play with my food a little
If you think about it, it's actually the way that Gon pulverized Neferpito is a really good thing. Because the brain was scattered to all over the place. There's nothing for Merowim to eat.
This is
because
true.
that is what he would have done. He would have been like, oh, well, okay.
I mean, we don't know.
We don't know for sure, but,
Well, we know that the head is gone.
Right.
But I mean, we don't know how much value he can get out of the torso and the legs and stuff. Probably something, but not a lot. Not a lot.
But the brain seems to be the tastiest bit.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the will center,
Right, exactly. One of the other things that I feel is interesting here is that because what I really want to have happen with Pouf is I want him to hang himself slowly, right? The idea that everything that he's doing is
hang himself on his own mistakes, or literally?
Exactly. No, not literally.
Okay.
No, but basically, I almost don't think that they would be susceptible to hanging because, like, gravity wouldn't be able to exert a force strong enough to even constrict the rim pipe if they didn't want it to. But basically, it's the wonderful irony of one often meets his destiny on the road he takes to avoid it, right? So Pouf is doing all these things and he's being very clever. He's scheming very well, but he brought up this idea of a contest, and he didn't say game, but he said contest, and he specifically said, if you're trying to entertain yourself, that doesn't seem fun if you don't take your time with it, right? Because
too.
So
the concept.
So here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
Alexander wept for he had no worlds left to conquer. If there is no one that can actually really challenge the king, then he can't really have fun with anything. That basically sets him, in a way, back down the path that he was with Komugi. Even though he hasn't remembered Komugi yet.
Sure. I think that again, Merowim is aware of the world and the human species. And I think that because Netero existed at some point, he might not remember Netero's existence actually anymore.
Yeah, that's a very good point, yeah.
I think he might be in the power tripping phase of just him being the strongest.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm not saying this would be something that would happen right away necessarily.
Right.
But the ball could have started rolling already.
Yes, I believe you're right. I'm just saying that he's smart enough to know that there is a possibility, there is a chance that while nothing here in his own sense, in his own awareness can beat him and stuff, I would be surprised if he was actually talking about the world itself.
I wouldn't be that surprised.
Okay.
Because, like...
I mean, I don't think anything is going to be, like, as strong as him.
Yeah.
Like,
it's wisdom to know that there's always going to be someone better than you, but in Merowim's case, there might not be.
Might not be.
Like even if Merowim had to face Netero again, right, in the state that he is now, and Netero was still alive and did all the same things that he did, right?
Yeah, Merowim would kill him in one blink of an eye. Yeah.
He'd kill him in a blink of an eye, and even if Netero did get off everything that he did, right, on Merowim, the poor man's rose and everything.
Yeah, the poor man's rose might not even done anything.
I don't think it would solve the problem.
Yeah, he'd just move fast enough before he'd move faster than the explosion.
Even if he didn't,
I don't know.
Like, I think he could take it at this point.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just saying. But yeah. So
crazy thing also kind of to bring up here is that Paul missed the entire encounter with Pito. She has no idea what happened.
Right.
Which is meaning that in the time that it happened, it was actually extremely short. And also she was...
Didn't she have... Okay, who are the three people she has it on again, though?
Gone.
Oh, okay.
Pouf. And...
I thought she had one on Killua.
And Killua, yeah. I think it's both of them now. Because I think she had to give one up.
Gotcha.
Killua,
I thought it was like Knuckle.
No, I don't think she
Killua
ever
and
had Knuckle.
Pouf. Okay.
Oh wait, did she have one on Knuckle, and that's why she was
Yeah,
like?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think she couldn't have seen it potentially if she was watching Killua. Yeah, and she hadn't seen Gon with these eyes.
Well, no, she had previously, but I think Gon got rotated out. No, Pouf was the oldest one. Remember? She was like, Pouf was the one that I saw first, and when I add in another one, it removes the oldest one.
Yeah, so Pouf.
She saw Gon.
She didn't, though.
No, because she was saying, like, why is Pito healing herself, remember?
Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah,
so she had seen Gon.
Yeah, so,
But in some weird, like, bad luck or lucky kind of way, she didn't see any of that.
Right.
Which is a little, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would think that if you had that ability...
Especially if you could have it just be on the one eye while the other eye is, like, still
Yeah, and if you're not doing anything of
you just have it on all the time.
You'd have it on all the time.
Oh, yeah. Especially if you're only limited to 3 people, you know, because, like, if you're limited to a small number, you might as well just keep tabs.
Yeah, because I think if she did choose Killua, what it would have done is it would have removed Pouf from the slot. So I feel like we forgot something.
Yeah, yeah.
But I know for a fact, that she had gone under her radar when Pito was healing herself.
Right.
That's something I do know.
Yes.
So we can go back and double check on that.
But yeah, that was very much a plot point. So I guess then it's just the question of, Palm doesn't know what happened to Pito.
I'm just wondering if that information is relevant, and can we predict that based upon Togashi deciding that for whatever reason she wasn't, aware of that, is there something that she could tell, like the king or something, if... Like because I feel like this story is moving quickly towards a conversation between Palm and the king. Okay. Basically things are going to come to a head on that point. I love the idea of Ikalgo trying to set a trap, but buddy, no, please don't die trying to do that.
Yeah. The whole idea of hiding down below, like that place has to be pretty expansive.
No, we know how deep it goes.
Okay. I mean, I know it goes deep, but, like, the idea that it goes deeper than they'd be able to go if they just ran in a direction.
You know what's funny?
Super fast.
I think they actually made a point back when they attacked. They made a point of talking about the length and the breadth and the depth of everything involving the palace.
Oh, yeah, and, like, the underground passages and things like that.
Yeah, there were dimensions and things that they brought up.
Yeah.
Specifically, I think, for... reminding us of how deep actually the palace goes, and that it's deeper than it is wide. And that could mean that maybe he gets the sense that they're down there, but he doesn't get exact info. Because remember how Pito's N would like arc out? It wasn't as
right, but if it does touch anything, you have perfect awareness of everything.
Right. So maybe what it is that his N is going to be like ridiculously strong. Who cares about, anything? It just goes down to the depth and it finds them there. But it's like, okay, how is he going to move down there fast enough? Like his actual speed at getting down there might be limited by an actual elevator. Yeah. Like we get a part where just elevator music and Mero is just ding, ding,
or he just smashes the elevator and goes down, but then it's like, well, what happens when there's like doors and other things? Like he doesn't want to cave in the entire place.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's a good point.
Although, okay, now that Kamugi's down there in the little cottage.
Yeah, Bezef's house.
We could have a cottage reunion. Where because here's the thing, like
that technically counts, doesn't it?
That would kind of count, and
I mean, and the guy who owned the place previously, treated it as something else, but
but the idea that they could have that happen, and if they wanted it to be even worse, they're down there as the nukes fall
and they get buried.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know.
I do like the idea though of Palm being the diplomat.
Yes.
The idea of
because she's the half and half, the bridge. The hybrid. And,
the bridge between the two worlds. Oh, it's perfect. Yep. And she's the first one.
Mm-hmm.
She could be the future of really chimera ants and humans living together.
Knuckle gets turned into a chimera ant.
What are the 3 endings in Mass Effect? Destruction and integration. Integration was one of them.
Don't spoil it.
No, whatever.
Yeah.
Mass Effect's endings were so stupid anyway. The idea of merging,
right?
Of merging and finding new opportunities for evolution through joining, and I think that there's something cool there. What if Palm kind of no, because Pouf was organizing that whole thing, and it was a much more kind of programming kind of thing than it was a thing there. I don't know. Maybe that's where Colt and the Queen's child will be kind of the next step of that. And it will take time, and it'll be kind of a thing of like, as the years go by, the narrator will be they found a way to blah 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 blah, coexist and stuff. And peace and good stuff there. But holy crap, like this intensity, just feeling it from the king, and having him for the most part be kind of quiet. I liked those moments where he would just turn and look.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Right.
And he would, give that moment of time before he would actually say something. Mm-hmm. It was chilling, to say the least.
'Twas indeed.
Yeah. Do you feel like Meleoron and Knuckle are going to be interrogated during the time that Pouf is away?
It's possible. It's definitely possible.
What could they tell the king if he does interrogate them? He's like, hey, what, wakes up.
Potentially, like almost everything. Yeah, because Killua told Knuckle, if I recall correctly, that Pouf was trying to kill Kamugi. Didn't he?
Okay.
Or I don't know.
I'm curious if the king's going to stay there. Mm-hmm. It makes sense that
for him to do something to keep himself busy while he's there. Yeah.
Otherwise, we're just not going to have a POV of the king.
Right. And they could do that.
They could do that. They could.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're coming up on the end of things.
16 episodes left.
Like, holy crap, Hunter, guys. Okay, let's call it for here. But I have so many questions and just what's gonna happen next.
Yeah.
So guys, if you want to see what happens next with our reactions, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there, watching the next 2 reactions right now. Any level of support gets you access to our Discord, where you can chat with us about stories or whatever. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.